Last week on Straight Talk Africa, you had two interesting guests from Uganda. One happens to be the main opposition leader, Dr. Chiza Besigye, and the other one was Major General Kahinda Otafire, who happens also to be the Minister of Justice. What did they talk about?
We're talking about democracy and the rule of law in Uganda. We talked about, of course, how back in 1981, these two gentlemen were part of a band of young people that went to the bush, supposedly, to fight for the restoration of democracy, rule of law, and free, fair, and credible elections in their country.
When you talk about the rule of law in Uganda, I'm sort of intrigued by that topic. Is there semblance of quote-unquote rule of law in Uganda? Because we see police beating people everywhere. We see things happening all the time.
I think there is a semblance of rule of law. There's no question about it, and I'll explain why. First of all, on paper, there is absolutely no question that Uganda has a constitution, which is the supreme law of the land. There is no question that Uganda has what is supposed to be an independent judiciary. It is supposed to have what you would call an independent legislature, and of course, an independent executive headed by the president. But in reality, clearly, all the evidence would seem to suggest that there is one person who is in charge of those three supposedly different branches of government. And that person happens to be the chief executive, General President Yoweri Museveni, retired, but of course, as you know, not tired. There's no question about it. Why do I say that? In some situations, sometimes, Paul, in a country where there is supposed to be the rule of law, and of course, meaning that every human being in that country is not supposed to be above the law. Nobody is supposed to be above the law. But in reality, it is very clear that there are some people who are above the law. Why do I say that? There are many situations where we have seen police officers arrest people and tell them they are arrested under the auspices of what is known as getting orders from above. I am arresting you because, or on the basis of orders from above, not on the basis of violating the law of the land. That is very clearly very interesting, isn't it?